Hello! First and foremost, I have read all your comments and feedback about our videos, and I have taken into consideration the things that you have said. So, Edno, there will be no more annoying background music that makes you feel like you're in some sort of waiting room. I've had plenty of comment on 2 videos about this now, and to be fair, didn't think too hard on it, thought it was needed, so it's gone. Unless needed appropriately in the right moments, but it's not going to be always there. Numero 3. There's no more split screen. We had a lot of comments saying that it's overstimulating, it's overwhelming, so naturally we're going to scrap it and we'll just stick to the one video on screen at one time. Just as a heads up, some of the older video is filmed on my iPhone and it's not in landscape, it's in portrait. So if it doesn't fill the screen, but there's not really much I can do about it. And then number 3. I've had a lot of comments about me holding the microphone by hand, so now introducing the random objects holder for the microphone. I'm not really sure why this was necessary to comment on, but I've got to take it into consideration, and so now we have the spoon for today. For next week, it might be something different. It might be a book, which is going to be slightly more difficult to navigate. But there you go. Just so you know, we're always experimenting. We're always trying to figure out how to make our content better. So with you chiming in and telling us what you like to see, what you don't like to see, perfecto. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for subscribing, commenting, interacting and engaging in our videos. It means the world to us. We are, like I've said in previous videos, we're a 2-man band, unless you count the dogs, in which case 2.5. And we try our best to create content that's clear, content that's interesting, and we're trying to document our lives living in Bulgaria and moving from the UK to Bulgaria and living this wonderful rural life. It's magical here. So seriously, thank you for bearing with us, especially when I'm having technical difficulties and I'm trying to upload a video, but the internet in the mountains isn't quite there yet. Hopefully when we actually move into our house, we will have much better internet because I'll be wired up to a box instead of what I'm currently doing, which is hotspotting off my phone, which has, yes, unlimited data, but for some reason does not like the hefty amounts of stuff that I have to upload to YouTube at a given time. I am getting into the swing of things, just the internet needs to work with me instead of against me, and maybe I need to update my schedule when it comes to making these videos. Anyway, so thank you very much for supporting the channel. Please keep talking and sharing and spreading the word about our channel. We really appreciate it, and it just gives us that little extra like motivational boost to keep doing what we're doing. So yes, we appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, let's start from the beginning. This is Tio, I'm Clara, and this is Kiki, and our small family makes up Mission.Bulgaria. We got sick and tired of living in London, and we wanted to move away from the exhausting city life. So we packed up and bought a house in the mountains of Bulgaria, where we hope to live off the land, raise animals, and enjoy everything this beautiful country has to offer. So we've pulled up the floors, fixed the roof, and even pulled down some of the ceilings. Thingy, cardboard-looking things. They were gross. So you think that'd be it? Nope. There is so much more to do, and we're on fleeting time considering summer is running out real quick and winter is approaching fast. So next up is the windows. I know we're going to get a lot of hate for this one, but we need to have some new windows and doors stat, so we don't turn into snowmen this winter inside our house instead of outside of our house when we go take Kiki for a walk or something. So yeah, it's out with the old single pane of glass and in with some new double glazed windows, but that happens later on down the line. First and foremost, we need to get the windows out of the house. Why are we removing the windows? I won't lie, this was actually never part of our plan. We did plan on taking out the old frames and glass and getting them fixed up and renewed to keep the original style, but as we started talking to the locals and taking into consideration how cold the winters can get and how we want to make sure that we also wanted to make sure that we didn't freeze inside the house, and if we were warming up the house we didn't want to lose any heat. So there was a lot to consider when it came to making this decision. So we decided to go ahead and take out the OG windows and get ready for some new double glazed beauties. But we are still trying to keep the old traditional look of the windows as best as we can. Something that we want to look into the future is to get those decorated frames that sit on the top of the windows that we are currently playfully calling the window must moustaches or eyebrows, depending on the style. So, as a pair of newbies hoping to dear God that the house doesn't fall down after each change we make, we started taking out the windows. I won't lie, this seemed very straightforward, but then the bars in the window gave us a fun plot twist as they would go through the bottom of the window frame and into the wall itself, making it that much harder to pull out the wall. Like, why? So I started out, after Tio showing me what to do, pulling off the plaster around the window frame so that I could see where the wooden frame met the beam of the wall that it was attached to, and giving me enough wiggle room to get my reciprocating saw through the gap and being able to cut the nail that's holding the window frame to the wall and basically holding it in place. And on most of the windows there are 4 nails, but some like to test me, as I found out, and have a tally of 6 nails instead. Thank you very much, 150-year-old house. You never cease to surprise me. But even after cutting through each nail, the window itself needs a little help wiggling out. So here comes the crowbar, brute strength and Viking cries to help rip it out of the wall. Did I also happen to mention that it requires climbing up a ladder and pulling off the outside frame so that I could get a clear view of the bolts? No? Well, here you go. This is me climbing up a ladder, trying to keep balance and also pull off the frames. Some of these were harder to reach than others. The vine structure that we have for our vine trees was getting in the way and I couldn't get past them. But with 14 windows to pull out and 3 doors that we need desperately replacing, it was a must to get this done sooner than later. No one wants to be frozen over Christmas. Yeah. Honestly, after slicing it. Oh, what are those? Okay. We'll go ahead and give us a bit. So, this is whatever day to take off the windows. So, Tio did the bottom ones, and now I'm on to the top ones, which are slightly more terrifying. So I have to kind of go up through the vines, take off all the borders, as I'm going to call them, and then I take them out from the inside, but it's actually getting up there that's like serious fun. Anyways, let's crack on. So, fun thing has come out. Oh my god, that's huge. Fun thing that I'm doing today, which is taking out windows here, is the fact that I also have to navigate the floor that crumbles beneath your feet. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Ladybug infestation and stinky bug infestation as well.
So, what's this?
That is I think it's mint.
Well, we should call it. That should be called. I'm trying to toot my own horn, but not just one window came out. 1, 2, 3. Come with me to the other room. Don't know where I'm facing now. There we go. Another room. 4, 5. Motherfucker! All by myself. Yes! Yeah. Next up was our septic tank. Now I know what you're saying. What the hell is a septic tank? Well, for you city lovers, essentially it is a bin for all our waste to go into. And I'm not talking about wrappers for chocolate bars. No. I'm talking about the other kind of waste that humans produce. A good old box for poop and other things. Something that city folk wouldn't necessarily have to worry about because you're plugged up to the mains. But when you live on a mountain and the only mains you're connected to is the electricity, we have to make sure that our waste goes to the right place and doesn't also stink up our garden, because it is smelly. So instead of wasting, see what I did there, our time trying to manually dig the hole, we decided to bring in our hardest worker, Scoop, on loan from Bob the Builder. There is more than making sure that the hole the septic tank will sit in will be big enough and deep enough. We also need to make sure that it is on a slight tilt to avoid build-up of waste on only one side and give a direction of exit in the pipes so that it all flows. is. Yeah, that's right. I brushed up on my homework and know how this works. Look at me, I'm becoming a pro. Once the hole is big enough and deep enough, the tank was carefully placed in by Tio and our lovely neighbour Stefan. And then it was time to bury it like Kiki buried my passport earlier this year. True story, but for another time. Okay. Technical term is Mustika? Wapata. Wapata. Because I got a wapa your ass. This is what you are. Yeah.
Look at this. Like a deer, like a wolf looks at deer.
Oh! Do I have that much of a menacing look? Did you do that to my side?
You do it then.
No! Move it! I'm just spreading, I'm spreading like my seed, go on.
You might feel better moving with you a bit.
Well, the thing is that the GoPro's on my head, so no one will see it.
I'll see it.
Huh?
I'll see it.
That's pretty good. Okay. What'd you find?
Neanderthals here before.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, you.
They were. They were Neanderthals.
Alright, alright.
You don't know.
Do I not know?
You know nothing on the show.
He's in a good mood now.
You know nothing. I know everything.
Shut up and dig, you bastard! You're ginger! I always do it!
Yeah, because you let ginger.
No, you've admitted to being ginger now. Claire's favourite plant is ivy. So if anyone wishes to gift us an ivy plant or multiple ivy plants, we'd much appreciate it. Theo loves ivy. So much. If you dig a hole this deep in the future, can I have one request of you? Not quite. Can you put it on a plastic sheet or something? So I don't need to be picking out all the fucking leaves that I'm digging up. Still, I just want to get this one corner a bit more shoveled in, you know? I see. He's even wearing wearing a Jim Beam t-shirt. What does it say on your shirt, my love? Golden whiskey. Really? It's a good time up there, actually. Since he was a child. Oh, yeah. Getting in. Bit more even? Want me to compact? I'm wearing that on my head as I'm doing it.
See, I told you it'd be better with you doing it.
Shut up. Happy. No.
Are you going to take this voiceover out, or?
I don't know. Depends how good it is.
Well, I'm a fan. I'm just putting it out there.
You get special perks. Like being married to it.
Yeah. You're killing the worm.
You can't kill a worm.
You can.
No, you can't.
You can.
Even if you slash them in half. They just keep going. They keep going.
Oh.
Satisfied? That's your home for the next few years. Yeah. I'm gonna call you Stick at the Dump. Oh my god. Oh dear.
What?
Nothing, darling. Sure. Iced tea. Oh, there. What? Oh, big worm, eh? Full of protein. Ew! Ew, no! No, no, no.
You weren't scared of them anymore.
I'm not scared, I still think they're slimy.
Do you want one?
No,
You want to touch it?
no. It's weird that you're touching it. Look, it's trying to get away from you. Oh, I find them so creepy. Got no bones in their entire body, it's just like muscle.
I think that's shit, really.
What?
You know, the stuff you're seeing.
Well, it's got no brain either.
In the sun.
What I find weird is that they have no brain, but they still are able to function. Although then again, saying that,
See?
most humans have that too.
How do you know they don't have a brain?
They've been studied. I don't think they even have a front or a back. Like, if you cut the head off here, this guy would take control.
All my friends like self-control.
After successfully burying our septic tank, the next thing that we'll have to do for this is to dig up a line for the pipes to actually connect up to the house, which is for another video and another time maybe. But thankfully now we have a spot to put our poo in. Yay! Here we are at the bonus slide again. Right, so bonus slide is something that I introduced last week. It is basically an opportunity for me to reply to your comments without replying to your comments on the comments of the previous video that we've posted, so that we feel a bit more human and a little bit less robotic. It's an experiment. We like to try things new here. So I'm going to choose a few random comments. Just an FYI, I'm not going to choose the ones where you're giving me feedback on the videos. Not because I don't like the feedback, but just purely because I'm already trying to make the adjustments. As you can see. So it's not really much. There's not really much for me to reply to unless you want me to defend my honour with holding the microphone. I will never give up the microphone. Okay, so first up. The dust in the video makes me cough. Reminds me of our renovation. When you're finished, you'll look back and be amazed about what you achieved and think, if I'd known what work was involved, you might have thought twice. But since by then you'll be finished, you can feel proud at what you achieved. Enjoy your videos. Thank you very much. The dust was immense, I won't lie. The reason why we didn't end up wearing masks, we did initially try to, but because the summer here was so hot, it felt impossible to breathe in a mask as well as with all the dust and everything. So we kind of just, it sounds terrible, but we kind of decided to wing it when it came to the masks, just so that we could breathe a little bit easier. And we know that that will be the last time that we have to deal with that kind of dust. It was old, it was disgusting, and it had remnants of other animals, bits and pieces. At the end of the day, we needed to breathe and the masks were not going to help. But yes, absolutely. As soon as this work is finished, I've already told Tio, I've declared to him that if we buy another house and we decide to renovate that house, we are hiring people to do the renovation and we will be project managers and oversee. We won't necessarily be the ones doing the work because it's so tiring. Great videos and a great choice to escape the UK before as it's collapsing. In Canada, we're about a year behind the UK government-controlled collapse. Doing your house, you are building so many cross-platform job skills for younger generations to see that hard work is better and more successful than living on benefits. Honestly, moving out the UK, we had a bunch of reasons. I think our top two were just the fact that we couldn't afford a property over there, not unless we wanted to be indebted for the rest of our lives. And the second was the lifestyle wasn't there. It was just all busy and we were exhausted all the time. We would regularly collapse on the sofa and then wake up the next morning realizing that we had to go to work or had to go do whatever we need to do. And every weekend seemed like it was full of plans. Like, not even plans we'd make, it would just be plans. And you had no time to rest. So yeah. Moving to Bulgaria was more than just, oh, we just need property. It was a lifestyle shift that we desperately needed, and we feel much better for it now. And as to the hard work, I would just like to do a disclaimer to anyone watching our videos, thinking that this is easy or even remotely like always fun. There are days where me and Tio don't talk to each other because we are so tired from everything that we're doing, and either my back's hurting, his back's hurting from the various jobs that we need to do, the heavy lifting that we need to get done. So if you are wanting to do a renovation, my disclosure to you is know that it will be a constant day and night struggle, and you will be talking only about the renovation with each other for the next year, 2 years, however long your timeline is. But it is very rewarding when you can start to look back and think, oh my God, only a couple of weeks ago, this place was just messy clutter everywhere. We didn't even have windows and whatnot. And you can look back and be like, now we have windows, or now we have a stove. For me, my biggest claim to fame is the fact that I've fixed up my chimneys in the house on the roof, which was terrifying when I did it. And that's my biggest claim to fame, to be like, oh my God, I fixed a chimney. Like, who can say that in their regular day-to-day life unless this is actually your job? No one. Okay, next comment. Bravo, hot work. Love your fresh style too. Looks like you've done the hardest work already. I wish we had done the hardest work already. As you will see in coming videos, there is a lot more heavy lifting and much more big digging that you have to get done for this house renovation. I am hoping that after the next couple of months it will be the end of heavy lifting, and it will be the case of, like, I don't know, putting on tiles and choosing paint colours. It's a wish. It's a big wish. But thank you very much for commenting, and I will try as ever to endeavour to make sure that these videos are up to date and in the content and still entertaining. Great work, guys. BG houses can be a pain in the behind to renovate. I can safely say this is true. I don't... Anytime I've seen a video of someone renovating a house, for some reason I always think it's like really easy or like it's fun all the time. I now know that there is the dark side to all of this, and especially with this house, because it's old, it's traditional, it's not got any modern features, like it hasn't got indoor plumbing, and the closest thing to modernity it has is the electricity. It is work. It is so much work, but you love what you do, right? Last one I've got here is where put the rubbish, which I think is a fair one to say. So with the rubbish that we collect, we have the town of Elena at the bottom of the mountain, and when we have rubbish that we need to dispose of, we go to the town and dispose of it properly. If it's something like dirt or soil or anything, it depends on how, if the soil is good, then we will use it in the garden, or it will be used for something else. If we've got more dust than dirt, then, I mean, in the previous video, it was a lot of just dust and remnants of corn and things like that. So organic things. We tend to package it up, and we live literally, the forest surrounds us, so we package it up and we pop it in the forest. As we know, it's not going to benefit our garden, but it's also not going to be deprecating to the forest. So we basically dispose of proper rubbish appropriately in town, and we make sure to filter out any sort of like plastics or maybe papers or anything that might get mixed up in the dirt that we do collect, and we make sure to separate those two and then put the dirt back into the forest, essentially. But yeah, that is it for the bonus slide. So I just want to say a massive thank you again for joining in and following our channel and subscribing and engaging in our content. We really appreciate it. We would love it even more if you could share, subscribe, like, I don't know, talk about us to every person that you know, yammer on about this crazy person holding a spoon with a microphone at the end of it and trying to seem funny. I don't mind. I don't mind being the butt of the joke. It is quite literally my entire life. But yes, please like, share, subscribe. Every little bit helps. Tesco's, hire me. I've done this twice now. May as well have a sponsorship deal. Not angling at anything. We're a two-man band, and we are trying our best to stay on top of all comments, all messages, all posts, all everything, and also trying to work remotely and also do the house. So really sharing this video once a week helps us massively. Bulgaria, and we look forward to seeing you in next week's episode, which I will not reveal to you right now because I have my sources to protect. No, but we look forward to seeing you in next week's episode, and yeah, have a lovely week. Ciao, ciao.